Hello everyone. So let us continue with the next type of problem in moment distribution method. So the question is analyze the continuous beam and draw the bending moment diagram. So this is the given beam. So A, B, C and D, and A is fixed and D is fixed. B and C are simply supported, and AB span is having eccentric support with 1.5 times I, and VC has a has a UDL with I as the moment of inertia, and CD span has exactly the load which is concentric, exactly the center. Okay, so again, as usual, you're supposed to find the fixed end moments first, then distribution factor, followed by moment distribution table, and finally the final moments to draw the bending moment diagram. Okay, all right. So the first step is, because both the ends are fixed here, A and D. Okay, so all the distribution factors would have the formulas 4EI by L. Okay, so you can see here in the distribution factor table. Okay, so first, as usual, find the fixed end moments. So the fixed end moments is MFAB. First, MFAB is equal to minus WAB square by L square. So again, minus 26.67. Then MFBA is plus WA square B by L square. And so this is 53. Next, BC is MFBC is WL square by 12. So WL square by 12 is minus 15. MFCB is plus 15. Then MFCD is equal to minus WL by 8. So here also it is plus WL by 8. Okay, so once you find all the fixed end moments, next is distribution factor. Okay, now see here in distribution factor, we're going to connect, we are choosing the joints in such a way that it should connect two members. That's the first thing. Okay, now see here, we'll choose the intermediate joints. So intermediate joints are B and C. Okay, now you can see here B connects BA as well as BC, then C connects CB as well as CD. Hmm? So these are the intermediate joints. So we'll choose these joints. So in distribution factor, so first joint is B, second is C. So again, you have to split this joint B into two members. So again, the table should be as such: joint members, stiffness, summation of all the stiffness, then the distribution factor. So first is B, joint B, BA and BC. Now see here, BA. So at the farther end, okay, in BA, the next support, that is the support at A, is fixed support. Now because it is a fixed support, you're supposed to take the formula as 4EI by L. So 4E, instead of I, this is 1.5 divided by L. Okay, so solve that. Next, similarly BC. Now in BC, okay, so C joint is a simply support, but what we want to check here is, we have to check the joint which is at the farther end. So the farther end joint here is a fixed support. So because it is a fixed support, you have to choose it as 4EI by L again. Okay. Now, once again in BC, okay, see, whenever you have such things, continuous beams, there is B and C. This also will be treated like a fixed support. Okay, because the last support is also a fixed support. So intermediate supports also, when you split this, it will be treated as a fixed support only. That's why this BC, now this is an intermediate support. After that, there is again a fixed support. So what we'll do here is, we'll make this also as fixed support. Now because if you make this as fixed support, the formula will be again 4EI by L. So the stiffness is 4EI by L. Okay, again solve this. So it is 1.33. Now what you have to do is, at B, you have to add this. So summation K is only at this joint. So 1.33 plus 1. So it is 2.33 EI. Okay, then keep it as it is. Next, after this, distribution factor is K by summation K. So K, 1 divided by 2.33 is 0.43. Okay, similarly 1.33 divided by 2.33 is 0.57. Now the check is when you add both of these, it should be 1. The sum should be 1. So 0.43 plus 0.57 is 1. So always the distribution factor at any given joint should be 1. Similarly, C now. In C, next, so it is CB, CB and CD. Again, CB, again the farther end is a fixed support. So intermediate end also becomes a fixed support. So CB is nothing but 4EI by L, and CD. In CD, so this is CD. Again, this joint at D is fixed support. So it's again 4EI by L. So be careful when taking I. So here I becomes 2I. So add both of this. Again, it would be same. So here it would be 0.57, 0.43. Okay. Again, when you add this both at joint C, the sum should be equal to 1. Okay. Now you have calculated the distribution factors. Now, most important thing is drawing the moment distribution table. Okay. Now this is the moment distribution table. The sequence also should be like this only. First, joint, members, distribution factor, and this is fixed end moments. Okay, joint A, B, C, and D. Okay, so it should look more or less like a beam only. Same like that only, we're going to draw this moment distribution table. So first, members. So at B, you have to split this into two. So B connects BA also, BC also. C connects CB also, CD also. And this is joint T. Okay, next, distribution factor. We have already calculated. Distribution factor only at the supports, that is B and C. So we're going to mark it here accordingly. So BA is 0.43, BC is 0.57, CB is 0.57, CD is 0.43. Okay. Now next is writing this fixed end moments. So fixed end moments you already calculated. Same thing. 26, 53, minus 15, plus 15, 30 and minus 30. According to this only, you should go on writing here, just below this. Okay. Okay. So once you calculate this, once you write this, now most important thing is, see, after writing this fixed end movements, next step is balancing carryover moment. So this should be continuous. Okay. Now how to do this? See, immediately after you start this fixed end movements, write this fixed end movements. Next is balancing. Okay. What you're supposed to do here is, now it is first thing is, it is 1553 53.33. Okay. So again, use the calci. 53.33 minus 15. So if whatever is the signs here, okay, 53 straight away, whatever is here, so it is plus 53 minus 15. So add them. So it is now 53.33 minus 15 is 38.33. Now this 38.33 is the answer is plus. So when you're distributing here in this, okay, when you're writing it here, so answer of this is plus. So then you have to change the sign. So it should become minus first. So straight away first write minus on both the sides. So minus. So once you write minus, next is uh, so 53.33 minus 15 is 38.33. So 38.33 into, so first write minus here on both the side, into this distribution factor, that is 38.33 into 0.43 is 16.48. Similarly, 38.33 into 0.57 is 21.84. Okay, so when you add this again, it should be, when you add this, it will be 38.33 only. Okay, so what you have to do at this joint, first add both this moments at this joint. So whatever answer you get, okay, so if it is plus, then you have to change the sign here. So change of the sign, because the answer is plus here, change of the sign, so it becomes minus. First write this and keep it off. Then now what you do, deal with the numbers, that is 38.33 into 0.43. Write this answer here again, 38.33 into this, so you'll get this answer here. Okay. Next, you have balanced the moment at B. Similarly, you have to balance the moment at C here. Okay. Now at C, same thing. 15 minus 30. So at C, you have to add both of this. So 15 minus 30 is minus 15 now. Okay, answer is minus 15. So because the answer is minus 15, when you're balancing, minus becomes plus. So this will be, both the answers will be plus here. Okay, so once you write this plus answers here, next 15, okay, 15 into 0.57 is 8.55. 15 into 0.43 is 6.45. So again, eventually when you add this, it will become 15 only. Hmm? Okay. Uh, so once you balance the moment, next is carryover moment. Okay. Now see here, this is joint B. Okay. Whatever is moment in joint B will get transferred to A. Why it get transferred to A? Because end A is a fixed support. If there is a fixed support, if the adjacent support is a fixed support, okay, so that support, the moment gets carry over. So how much it gets carry over? Half of the initial moment. Now see here. So 16.48, when you transfer here, half of this. So divide 16.48 divided by 2 and be careful with the sign also. So it is minus 16.48, half of this. Okay, divided by 2. So it is 8.24 with the minus sign. Similarly, now see here, again, in again the same in joint B, whatever moment is there in B here, half of that gets distributed to the next support. So the next member or the next support here is C. From B, half of this. So it gets carried over like this only, crisscross. So 21.84. So minus 21.84, it gets distributed here. Hmm? So from BC, it gets distributed to CB. So that is 20 minus 21.84 divided by 2. So it's minus 10.92. Similarly, 8.558. Again, from C, it gets distributed to B. Why? Because B is also treated like a C and B are treated like a fixed support only. Because the farther A and D has fixed support, so intermediate supports also are treated like a fixed support. So whatever moment is here, so half of this get distributed. So 8.55 divided by 2 is 4.27. Similarly, again at this joint 6.45. So the next joint is D. So at joint D there is a fixed support. So half of this gets distributed. So 6.45 divided by 2. So it is 3.22. Okay, so these are called as carryover moments. Okay, now still the carryover moments are not satisfactory. You should keep doing this carryover and balancing until when? Until you reach a value which is 0.06. At least the up till two decimal places you should get this. That means you should reach to a point where the second decimal place should be a single digit number. Till then you should go on doing this continuously. Okay, now see here. So this is okay, we had reached to this point. Okay, carry over moment. So again, carry over moment. Again, next is again balancing. Again, balancing should be done only in B and C. So there is now in C, in B, joint B, there is only this moment. So that is 4.27. So 4.27 answer is positive. Okay, so the answer is positive here. There's nothing here. So only take this now. 4.27 answer positive. So change the sign. So immediately change the sign. So this becomes minus and minus here for balancing. Okay. So 4.27 into point first 0.43. So 4.27 into 0.43 is 1.836 actually. So we have taken here 1.84. Take her to the next decimal place. So try to keep it in two digits after decimal. So it is 1 minus 1.84. Similarly, again 4.27 into 0.57 is 2.43. Write the signs previously only. Otherwise, later you tend to forget. So as soon as you find here positive, change the sign here minus minus. Write it and keep. Then deal with the numbers. Similarly here also. So right now here it is minus 10.92. So minus sign, change the sign here. So it becomes plus and plus. Okay. Then now 10.92 into 0.57 is 6.22. Then again 10.92 into 0.43 is 4.7. Okay. That is 14.7. No, sorry. It is 6.22 and this is 4.70 into 0.53. Okay. Next. Again, balancing is done. The joint is balanced. Again, you have to carry over. Again, the carry over process is same. from here, whatever is done here, the same step will be repeated here. Half of this gets carry over, so minus 0.92. Next, half of this here, half this here, and half of this here, because all are fixed here. So it gets distributed throughout the beam. Okay. Okay. So next again is the balancing. So once you carry over, next is balancing. Now again balances 3.11. Answer is positive. Change the sign. Minus minus. Okay. So 3.11 into 0.43. You have to write it in this column. 1.34. Again 3.11 into 0.57 in this column. Next, again minus 1.21. Minus 1.21. Again change the sign. So it is plus and plus. Okay. So 1.21 into 0.57. Okay. 1.21 into 0.57 is 0.69. Then 1.21 into 0.43 is 0.52. Okay, after balancing, again carry over. Half of this gets carry over here. Same, half, half, and half. Okay, so after you carry over, be careful. You have to carry over along with the signs. Okay, so it is now, answer is positive here at this joint. So it is positive, so change the sign. Minus, minus, change the sign. So once you change the sign, so it is 0.35 into zero point 0.5, 0.43, then 0.35 into 0.57 at this portion. So go on multiplying this. Then again, this answer is negative. So change the sign. So it is plus and plus. So 0.89 into 0.57, 0.89 into 0.43. Balancing is done. Similarly, next carry over. Half of this carry over at A, then all the same joints, same what you've done. So it gets carry over everywhere. Then again come to this point now. Again balancing. Once it is carry over, next is again balancing. So balance this joint now. So plus 0.26. So it is plus. So change the sign here, right? Minus minus. Then 0.26 into 0.543, 0.57. Again minus sign is here in the carry over moment. So again change the sign. So sign becomes here plus plus. So zero point 0.1 into 0.57, 0.1 into 0.43. Okay. Next, carry over. So carry over is now um, minus. Half of this is minus. Then again half of this minus, plus and minus. Okay. So always when you want to stop the iterations, you should always carry over. You have to stop it to the carry over moments. Only then you'll get the right answer. Now see here. Stop it at this portion. So at here is once you carry over, so all the end, this step, in this step you get all the second digit numbers are a single digit numbers. Okay, once you do this, now stop it here, stop the iteration, and then calculate the final end moments. Now to calculate the final end moments, be careful with the sign also. Complete column, this complete column should be added here. Okay. Okay, you can see here minus 36, minus 26, minus 8, minus 9, 2, everything all minus. Sorry, this answer is minus here. This answer is minus. Similarly, here 53 minus 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 minus. So it is 31.41. Okay, here it is not solved, but actually, okay, start solving this. Minus 15, minus 21, add all of these, complete. Then you'll get here. So it would be same, minus 31.4. Okay, I have not done yet. Please check this. Hmm? Okay, similarly here also 15, 8.5, complete all these numbers along with the sign 17.84. Similarly, these numbers, complete numbers, right from fixed end moment, from here you should take up till this point, minus 17.9. And finally, this column. Okay, so the complete answer is 36.04. Okay, now the check is at the joint B and C. These two movements should be equal and opposite. Okay, if it is plus, this should be minus. If this is plus, this also should be minus. So they're equal and opposite. So that means whatever you're done is right. The moment, all the iterations, everything is right. Okay. All right. Once you get the final end moments, then you have to find the bending moment. You draw the bending moment diagram. So span AB, WAB by L, span BC, WL square by 8, and span CD, WL by 4. Free bending moment. So we've shown here. So WAB by L, WL square by 8, and this is WL by 4. Okay, then whatever got here, mark this. So 36.64, it's actually minus here, 36.64, then 33.4, 33.4 at B, then at C it is 17.9, 17.9, and finally this is 36.04, 36.04. Okay, then as usual, mark this like this, okay, to some suitable scale. Then all these moments are inside moments. You can see here at this supports. All these are negative moments, and whatever lies outside becomes positive moments. Okay. Now this is the bending moment diagram. Okay. All right. So with this, we'll finish this problem. That's all for today. Thank you.